Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Tammy's Dolls and Cool Stuff and Cool Toys and all sorts of neat things. This is our calendar. You can see it's says here on March 19th, Tammy seen her first robin of the year, and on March 24th, I seen my first robin of the year. It's just a tradition we do here. And so, speaking of spring, we got, ta-da!
Hello there. To expand on what John is talking about, why we talk about robins is that back, even when we were children, a lot of our songs were about, and maybe a lot of you, even in the United States, can connect with this. A lot of our songs that we were taught in school were to do with the time of the year, the changes that were coming, and to the seasons and whatnot, and what all was happening. At this time of the year, we sang songs about robins, because the robin was a sign of spring for us here. When the robins came back, we sang about the robins. In the fall, we sing about the geese leaving and going south. And native songs were introduced in the fall. And our Thanksgiving is in October, so we would have native songs and pilgrim songs that we would sing. Actually, not even about pilgrims, actually, because we didn't have pilgrims here. We sang more about French songs, about our Thanksgiving here and what our Thanksgiving was about. And sure, we learned about the American Thanksgiving. It was all pretty much the same idea of people that were coming across, but we did sing more about songs in French. And we were taught French songs. I don't know about John so much, but we were taught songs in French. And it was about the newcomers coming to Canada and how they were thankful for making it through the winters, because the winters were harsh here. And a lot of people died during those winters. And so there was a sense of thanksgiving that was given every year for that, for getting through those winters. And so that came about in October for us. Though we were taught about the pilgrims coming to the United States, that wasn't the thrust of our Thanksgivings here. Our thrust is more about making it through the harsh winters. So we sing songs about the birds, we sing songs about the wind, we'll sing songs about flowers, and we'll sing songs about being thankful. We sing songs in French as well as in English. So we're bilingual in the French and the English, so we learn all that stuff. I know songs in French as well as in English. That's just how we were taught. Our teachers were bilingual. They knew English and French. Not all of them. Most of them did. They were diverse in their own teachings as well when they grew up, and what the songs they grew up with. So I just thought I'd expand on that, why we talk about the robin. We'll talk about little certain things as we move through the year that we remember as children and how we were taught. But before you now, we know what's coming up for sure is spring. And what we have sitting here is two of the dolls that I fixed up. And I want to talk about one in particular. So we have Puddin' sitting here. And I'll show you who Puddin' is for those who don't know. This is the Madame Alexander Puddin' doll. She likes her pudding. But anyways, she's cute as pudding. I think that's what they're trying to say. And she is. She's adorable. I think she's an adorable little doll. I'm glad I bought her back years ago. Now she has a few eyelashes missing, but those I can fix and put back into her, or put new eyes in her if I think that's what she needs. But I don't want to do that. I like her eyes, and I'm going to keep her just the way she is. It's original. You like to keep your dolls as original as possible. So she's wearing a nice little panty dress from the, I say the 70s, 60s, 70s. She's a 60 doll, and she's petting a little rabbit here. Now this is the one I want to talk about. It's the Horseman doll here. And she's looking at a little rabbit too. They made some rabbit friends here. Now if you go back to one of my, I think it was just the video before this, look at her and this arm right here. It was pure white, this arm. The hand wasn't, but the arm was, all the way up to the wrist. Why is it now the right color? Well, you know that wonderful stuff I bought called Goof Off. I gave them both a great cleaning last night. I sat down, cleaned them right up for this today, and I started on Puddin' first. I got her all cleaned up, dressed her, everything, got her looking nice. I even washed her hair and all that, because her hair needed a good washing. I conditioned it, everything. And then I went to this doll here. and the horseman doll. And I started on her legs, and I went to the arm that was the correct color. Whoops. And then I went to this one here. And pull back, because they're talking. These two have got words to say to each other. It's Easter. There we go. So anyways, I went to this arm here, and all of a sudden I put some goof off on it, and guess what? Someone tried to paint this arm. I never touched her in all the years I've had her. I've had her about maybe I got her near the beginning of when I was coming back into dolls. So I've had her about good 6-7 years now. And because I started coming back into dolls when I was 50, and I'm 57 now. And she has just sat all this time. And I was very disappointed that her arm was faded. I knew that when I bought her. I thought maybe I could get the color to come back into her arm. Well, lo and behold, the color was there all the whole time. It was somebody had put some paint on her or something, because I got it all off of her, and the original color is sitting right there. So that was a nice surprise to find with her, and that she is the original color. But if you go back to the video I just made before, just to look at her arm, you'll see that it's white. It's a white arm. I thought she was bleached out by the sun. That's what I thought. And I never thought anything more about it than that. But no, she was painted. Somebody did something to her there. So got it off, and she's looking great now. So she's ready for Easter in her nice little pink dress. I think they look cute together. And I hope you enjoy this. And there's more to come. I'm going to next do a boy doll. I think it's time to get a boy doll. I like my boy dolls too. So we're going to get some boy dolls, and we're going to dress them up for Easter. I pulled out some Easter clothes for boys. So let's get some boy dolls dressed up for Easter. So I'll be back in a little bit with another video. Hope you enjoyed this.
Merci beaucoup for joining us.
Merci beaucoup. Yes.